Bonjour everybody, hey ho, it is the Festival du Voyageur and the Hue Crew is here. I've got Susie and I've got a special guest, Francine, and welcome Francine to the Hue Crew.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, it's not normally we ask you to come out in minus 22-degree weather, but you know, it is Winnipeg and we are hardy.
Occasion.
Yes. Thank you, Susie.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, just keep on pumping it up because
yeah,
you know,
right.
we got to make Francine welcome here.
Well, she's in fashion, so she knows there's no such thing as too cold. You're just not dressed properly, right?
It hurts to be beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
believe it or not, we're standing here in the cold in a Manitoba winter. We're going to talk about fashion, but right now a little bit about Festival du Voyageur. You know, it's dear to Francine's heart. And Susie, we are celebrating the 50th anniversary.
I know, it's fantastic.
Yes, and it's a special day. I call it Family Day, but I know in Manitoba it is.
Louis Riel Day.
Yes.
Yes, the father of Manitoba.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay, and so you know there's a lot of special things going here at the festival. They're celebrating the Indigenous community as far as they contributed to the fur trade and all of their great history. And as well, they've honored Georges Fournier, who was the original Festival du Voyageur, first official voyageur, and also the founder of the festival. So pretty amazing. Fashion Winnipeg is about to launch, and I want to know more, and Susie wants more definitely. So tell us about your baby.
Okay, so it's called Fashion Winnipeg, and my main goal is, my main focus is to create a larger fashion scene in the city of Winnipeg. We have so much talent here, we have so much creativity, we have so much time in the winter to do stuff and to make products and sew things. I just feel like we should have more fashion passion in the city. And it's funny because the people that I talk to, they all love it once I bring it up, but nobody knows that that's something that we should use. So that's my goal. Create a scene. I went to 10 fashion shows. I loved almost everything that I saw, which again just shows that Canada really does have a lot of talent. But really for me, my main highlight, I'm going to be selfish on this one, I got to meet my child idol, Jeannie Becker. And so for me, she's been a real influence that I've had since we only had, like, 9 channels on the old rotary dial television. And so it was a dream come true to actually not only be at the same place as her, but to meet her as well. So it was very good.
Share with Susie though, there's a story about a new Canadian designer. She's Indigenous and doing some amazing work. So yeah.
Okay, so her name is Leslie Hampton, and she's a Toronto fashion designer. And she really blew away the crowd this year. Her theme was, again, Indigenous. It was all Indigenous wear, incorporating the color red. She even had some outfits that had red dots, and each dot on the garments actually represented murdered and missing Indigenous women. And so it was really political, you know, because politics do incorporate into fashion as well. So it was really neat how she tied it all in. In fact, she only had Indigenous models too. So that also, it was so well done.
Yeah.
Like
but she ran out of models.
She ran out of
models.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that here?
Wow.
Yeah. So it actually spurred a lot of debate as well, because where are all the Indigenous models?
Now, was that the same week that they had the Indigenous model do the, there was a full billboard in downtown Toronto with an Indigenous model?
I'm not even aware.
Like that tie-in.
It could have been tied into that.
Yeah.
Okay. I bet you that's maybe the rage what it was, you know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that, it's really super interesting, and now we can hear the drums too.
Right?
So,
Perfect
you know,
timing. Yeah. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of growth, I think, in that industry.
Absolutely.
And inclusivity and diversity, I think, have always been sort of in the background, but now I think they're coming to the foreground, and I think that's really important for Canada especially.
Oh,
Agreed.
I know. Yeah.
Agreed.
And so, you know, we're talking about family. You know, she's got a lovely 10-year-old boy. You've got young kids and stuff like that. I mean, even like getting back to this festival and you know, sharing the different cultural things. I mean, I don't know where else. I mean, there's things. There's
families.
I
There's
know.
parents, grandparents, everyone's here today celebrating that.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you know, did you come to the festival when you were younger?
Always. Yeah. And even I'm from a really small French town called La Braquerie, and we actually would take a bus to come, like, with the school. So I bet you they still do that. So I bet you there's going to be busloads of kids, like, throughout the days this week that are going to come.
They'll have tons of field trips and
Absolutely.
stuff. My kids have all gone, and we've come on the weekends too with them, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's near and dear to my heart as well. So I think, you know, festival and a little fashion passion, maybe we could get something going here.
Definitely. A catwalk made of snow.
You know what? I think they do fashion on ice, but, you know, we could maybe, you know, think of our own for next year.
Yeah.
You know, so what's been sort of happening with you this week, Susie, and coming up?
Well, just trying to count down the days till spring. Not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah, waiting. But I've also noticed that the sun is out longer now.
Yes.
So the days have gotten longer,
Yes.
which is fantastic and really helps, you know, boost that positive vibe that you really need in this winter. But at the same time, you go around an event like this, and it's like winter's fun too. So
I know
it's a double-edged, it's
Yeah.
a catch-22. You love winter, but you want more light and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So we're gonna keep an eye on you, girl. You're
Sure.
gonna.
Thank
She's
you.
kind of Francine's gonna be kind of our ongoing fashion reporter,
Right on.
and
I like that.
and all the trends. So when's the next one you're going to?
So the next one coming up is Vancouver Fashion Week, and that's happening March 18th to 24th. So I'm going to be in attendance for only half of it because there's also Western Canada Fashion Week, which is happening March 20th to 24th. So I'm going to do 2 days in Vancouver, 2 days in Edmonton, and then come on home and do all my everything that I have to do afterward, all the wrap up.
Well, you know what? We are so happy to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we definitely need to Winnipeg then.
Yes.
You mentioned Toronto, Edmonton, Vancouver. Well, we need
Right?
to be in there.
Well, that's what we're going to plan.
So there
That's the
might
Hue Crew
be
and Fashion
something
Winnipeg.
brewing. So maybe
Yeah,
September 2020. Just keep your ears peeled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're always good for a nice new project.
Perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Francine. And you
you.
know what? Love you, Susie. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I know. We miss you, Rana. We miss you, Shayna. But hey, we'll be back.
Thanks, Winnipeg.